Imagine you and your Shih Tzu are sitting watching TV together on your couch, sharing your favorite snack together. There you are, the same day every day. This is your trusted companion. You never do anything without this little puppy. He goes shopping with you, he goes walks with you. Nothing separates the two of you. This is your daily routine. And then suddenly, the next day, you're gone. You don't have any family. You have nobody to take this little treasured companion and care for him for the rest of his natural life. Somebody comes, they take him away, and they bring him to one of those animal care facilities. This tiny, treasured companion is absolutely terrified. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain how you can prepare for him and have this not happen to your treasured companion. My name is Barbara Pizzolato, and I help people manage the rest of their continued living. And I'm going to explain how we use revocable trust to assure that our clients can assure that their treasured companions are properly prepared for. There are 4 ways that you can prepare to have someone care for your pet. Invariably, somebody will say to me, can I leave money to my pet? Can my pet be a beneficiary of my will or my trust? Of course, our paradigm is the revocable trust, and we believe that the revocable trust allows you to manage the rest of your continued living in the easiest, most efficient way. Now, when you have a provision in your revocable trust that says, make sure my trustee takes care of my pet, part of those provisions would include instructions. So you would leave a letter of instruction or an Excel sheet that would tell them what are the things that this pet is going to need. So your trust, which is the paradigm that our office uses for our clients, would allow your successor trustee to care for this pet. In the provisions of the trustee would have access to the funds to care for this pet, whether it is this pet or a successor pet. We like to assure that it's whatever domestic animals are alive at the time that your need arises, whether you have incapacity or you have death. If you have a specific person named, our first option is we name a specific person. That person is now named. They've already stepped up to the plate and they've said, yes, I'd be willing to take care of Daisy, your little toy poodle. You name that person, and now that person has access to the funds that you have set aside. You can name a specific dollar amount, or you can simply set aside an amount of money that is held in this discretionary trust for this successor trustee to manage. The second way you can make provision for your treasured companion is you can simply leave money to the trustee of your trust and advise that these are funds for your domestic pet that you want your trustee to identify a person suitable to care for your companion animal because you don't have anybody you can identify right now. The third way that you can assure there are funds and a place for your animal to remain is to simply have sufficient funds left in a domestic animal care subtrust. And so those funds are left for the care of your companion animal. Your trustee assures that there is a place for your animal to be cared for and assumes the management of caregivers. It could be any number of people. It could be neighborhood kids who come and take care and play with your animal. And so it could be an assortment of people. But there's a dedicated amount of money for the lifetime of your animal. And again, there are care instructions that you have left behind. for the care of this animal. And of course, the fourth way is if there is no one that can be identified and you would want to leave this discretion to your successor trustee, is to leave a sum of money to a local no-kill animal facility and make sure that you've indicated to this no-kill facility that those funds are to use specifically to the care of your pet. Of course, you want to make sure that your provisions anticipate what happens to the funds that you've allocated to the care of your pet if your pet dies subsequent to your demise. Should the person who's caring for that pet, should they receive the money? Should the money then be donated? All of those sorts of things should be also anticipated at that point in time. So when we're doing pet planning, the revocable trust is the ideal tool to undertake that. The provisions that we're able to draft into the revocable trust allows us to effectively accomplish the pet planning for our clients and assure that their treasured companion has the care that they would have wanted had they continued to live. Again, I'm Barbara Pizzolato, and I help people manage the rest of their continued living. Let us help you.